Pizowell home video.
Howdy folks, I am back from my very first full moon tattoo and horror festival in Nashville, Tennessee, and let's talk about it. So my overall experience with the full moon tattoo and horror festival was very positive. I ran into a number of people who know me from my channel, I met some cool celebs, bought some nice merch, and took in a screening of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, with an intro and Q&A from Roy himself, Dick Weand. The event itself was a pretty tight ship and well organized overall. The Sonesta Hotel where the event was held was quite nice, although the main convention space, particularly on Saturday, was pretty tight. Now, I'm used to tight spaces at horror cons, particularly on Saturdays, but these were some very, very tight spaces between having people lined up and meeting celebs on one side of a walkway and people visiting with vendors on the opposite side. It rendered certain areas of the floor space just completely inaccessible. I'm sure you'll get an idea of what I mean later. And by the way, stick around to the end of the video. I've got plenty of footage from the event to share. And find out how you can enter to win one of these two beautiful pieces of art from Fantasy Realm Art. That would have to be my only qualm with the event overall, was just the fact that due to high traffic, some areas of the convention were just completely off limits, or you would have to double back through the crowd and find an alternate route to get to a certain vendor or to a certain celeb. And if you are or were with someone with disabilities who required the use of a wheelchair, you were in for a very difficult time. I finally got to meet Roy from Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, Dick Weand. He loved my shirt. Both he and his wife couldn't have been nicer. Mr. Weand signed my Part 5 Hawk and my insert poster. I have so much Friday the 13th Part 5 stuff that, for a minute, I was considering taking more, but money, money, money. And I've met most of the main cast from A New Beginning at this point. All I need are Shavar Ross and Tom Morga, and I'm set. I met Dee Wallace again and had her sign my Howling poster. We talked about Jeremy for a little while. I told her how excited he'd been to meet her at Scarefest last year, how nice she'd been to him, and how much that meant to me. She said, "Now you tell him that I asked about him, and that I said hi." And I did. I met Nick Castle for the first time and had him sign a Myers mask. He was very nice, as was William Katz, who I also met for the very first time. I met Mark Burnham, Leatherface from the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I had quite a nice conversation with him, actually. I asked him if there was going to be a sequel, but he said that no one had contacted him about anything just yet. We talked a little bit about how Netflix does business, the movie's success on the platform, and so on. I wanted to get something signed by Tony Todd for Jeremy, but unfortunately he had to cancel due to illness. Best wishes toward a speedy recovery, Mr. Todd. I wanted to get my Friday Part 7 and Part 8 original one-sheets signed by Kane Hodder, but he didn't arrive until late on Friday, and when I saw him on Saturday, his line was a mile long. There was another celeb who shall remain nameless who I wanted to get a photo with and something signed by, but when I saw his price list, I was like, no thanks. I attended a screening of Friday the 13th, A New Beginning at the Full Moon Cinema, which is a really cool place. It's an old school movie theater that's also a tattoo shop. There's vintage movie posters, figures, and other collectibles everywhere. One side of the place was dedicated entirely to horror, while the other side was dedicated to Kiss and Pantera. Jeremy would have loved it. Dick Weand introduced the movie and took part in a Q&A beforehand. He discussed getting cast, working with Danny Steinman, meeting fans, and much more. Seeing A New Beginning on the big screen was a trip, and I'm sure I had a smile on my face the entire time. As far as merch is concerned, I bought this Uber Jason mask from Bandit 3D Printing. This was the only Jason mask that I didn't already own, so it's good to be able to add it to my collection. I also picked up this Jason Goes to Hell dagger, also from Bandit. I mean, you never know when the body-hopping Jason slug will rear its ugly head. Am I right? I bought this Crypt Keeper piece of art for Jeremy and this Chucky It piece from Patrick Rasmussen at Fantasy Realm Art. Both I think will look awesome hanging in the Jeremy cave. What do you think of the artwork, Bubba?
Cool.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you think?
Cool.
Those are going to look good hanging in the Jeremy cave.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
The Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival 2023 was a blast. I had a great time. I met some cool people, took away some great memories, and I'm looking forward to doing it all over again next year. If you'd like to win one of these 2 awesome pieces from Fantasy Realm Art, all you got to do is leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite convention memory is, or simply let me know where you'd choose to hang these pieces in your home. The giveaway is only open to residents of the U.S., only 1 entry per person, and I will announce the lucky winners 2 weeks from the date that this video is posted on my Instagram. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. If you attended the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival 2023 in Nashville, Tennessee, please let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Thank you to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and have a say in what content appears on my channel. Join me for monthly live streams and much more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.